how you can create and schedule posts on Facebook if you're on a business page on Facebook or in a group on Facebook. There's a couple other things that I'll show you as we're kind of going through the different pages. But that's basically what this is about today. So before we get into it and before I start showing you step by steps, I wanted to be sure to mention that anytime that you're doing anything on social media, especially in our industry, it's really important to have a clear content plan. So that whether that's going to be a digital calendar, maybe a calendar, on your desk, whatever that might be, I would highly encourage you guys to maybe try to schedule out what you're going to do on your social media platforms. That way, every day, you're not just like rushing around trying to find content. So try to take some time with a calendar and figure out exactly how you want to post, things like that. Because there's a lot of, to me, there's no yes or no or right or wrong answers, but it'll just save you time in the long run. So just be intentional, kind of map out your posts ahead of time, and it'll save you some time. So the other thing I want to mention is that now that we're on this new Facebook platform that Facebook has updated with, I want you guys to know that going forward, Facebook is going all in on this Creator Studio, which is where we're going to go to schedule posts. There's a couple different ways that you can schedule posts, but I'm going to show you guys through this new Creative Studio because I think that that's the direction that Facebook is just going to go. They're all in on it. So I don't think Creative Studio is going away. What's cool about Creative Studio on Facebook is that they have now partnered with Instagram. So you can manage your Facebook and your Instagram all in this one place. So that's kind of a cool feature about it. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that's happening on the back end of Facebook. So the first thing that I want to touch on is how to schedule a post in a group. So I'm going to go to a group that we have. I'll just use our Synergy group. Lots of groups. To kind of show you how to do a scheduled post in a group. So when you get in this group, you're going to have this side menu over here. If you go over to scheduled posts, that's going to show you what posts that you do have scheduled. And then pending posts, again, are just further out scheduled posts. So just go to your scheduled posts. It'll say if you have any, it'll list them. If you don't, it'll say that you don't have them, just like this. And you're just going to create post. The other way that you can do this, instead of doing it that way, is you can just start a post. Let's just do like a picture, whatever your content is that you're scheduling. I made one today for this class because I got to schedule one anyway for Valentine's Day. So I'll just use the same one. So anyway, just do your normal post like you would do for that day. Like if you're posting right now, if you get it all the way that you want it, you can come down here and you can also click this scheduled post icon. And that will allow you to pick a future date and a future time for that post to go out. So once you hit schedule post and you put your day and time in, just hit schedule. And it'll say your post is scheduled. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds for it to kind of process through the system, but then you should be able to go back into scheduled posts, and then it'll pop up there and tell you when you have it scheduled, the time. You can reschedule it again. You can do a post now, or if you hit this ellipsis up here, you get a lot of other functionality. So you can edit it. You can edit post topics, which means you can add hashtags. You can delete the post, anything like that. So your ellipsis, I always say ellipses in Facebook are usually your best friend because that's where you get a lot of extra settings. So always pay attention to having an ellipsis. But for the sake of this class, I'm just going to delete this one so it doesn't show up. So that's kind of how you do it in a group. Like I said, there's a couple different ways. You can either just do a regular post and hit the calendar, or you can go to scheduled post and hit schedule. So does anybody have any questions on groups? Cool. Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears and we're going to do a business page. So If you guys don't have a business page, let me know. I can always schedule a time with you to kind of walk through Facebook with you personally, help you set up a business page. I know any of our other leadership team girls, they would be happy to as well. Caitlin, Christina, Susan, anybody. So if you do want help with a business page, just reach out to us. We'll get you to somebody that can help you set that up. But business pages are great. Gives you a lot of extra wiggle room when it comes to Facebook and your business. You'll be able to capture a lot of different analytics. Anyway, we'll get into that just a second. So when you pull up your Facebook for a business, just pull up your business page. They're usually over there on the side, or you can go over here to pages too. So whichever way. And then again, you have a similar menu over here on the side. So when you're in your business page, you have a news feed. Your news feed's always going to link to just other news feeds that you want to follow. So for example, for our Grow, Thrive, Inspire podcast page that I'm using as the example today, my news feed is pretty much collected to all of your guys' news feed. So if I see something from one of your business pages or whatever, that's what that means. Your ad center is where you're going to go and you're going to see how your posts are performing. If you've boosted anything, it's going to show you how that performed and give you a little bit more in-depth analytical insight to those posts. Inbox is just with anybody that's direct messaging you through Facebook. They have an app store. I don't really mess with that. Resources and tools just gives you more resources and tools that can be applied to your business page. So say you're somebody that's not really fluent with your business page. If you go to your resources and tools, it'll kind of like throw your business page into like a wizard and show you different things that you can update or move around or whatever to make it better. Your notifications, anytime somebody does anything on your page, you'll have notifications here. Your insights are where your analytics are. I really wanted to be sure to point this out to you guys, because if you're not looking at your insights, you could be missing, generated lead possibilities, different things like that. Because when you go in here, I mean, you can look at everything. You can look at your page reach, your page views, what your posts are doing, what your videos are doing. I mean, it really dives deep into everything. So it's really cool. And you can also, just highlight different things if you want to do a 28-day reach or a 7-day, just different analytics through that. So that's a little bit more on the analytics, but I wanted to be sure to show you guys where that was. And then you have publishing tools. So this is how we get to that creative page to schedule any posts. When you do a create post here, you won't have the option to do like that calendar thing that I did in the group. So that's why, like I said, Facebook's going all in. So they want you to go to this publishing tools, to that creative studio. So when you click on publishing tools, you'll be brought into the publishing tools menu. Again, it just gives you more insight on what's working on the back end of your business page. So you can see it usually defaults to this publish post section. So this is any post that you have put in. You can look at that. If you had scheduled posts, you could do it here. Again, you can create a scheduled post here. But I mean, sometimes it is janky for some reason. Like sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't work. Sometimes it'll kind of take a second for it to load. So what I do is I just go into the Creator Studio. I feel like it's just kind of a more seamless thing, but you can schedule posts here as well. You have some drafts. If you had any drafts, they'd be here. So you can always work on a post and save it as a draft and come back to it later. So that's a really cool feature. And then you also have expiring posts. I don't think that I've ever seen a post expire. I'm not really sure how you make a post expire, but apparently you can now. So I'll dig deep into that for another system session. So anyway, we're going to go into the Creator Studio. Another way that you can do that is you can type up here into your web browser, just business.facebook.com/Creator Studio. It'll take you directly there too, if you want to do it that way, or you can bookmark it. Anyway, so this is what it brings you to. This is your dashboard in your Creative Studio. Again, kind of the same thing as this publishing tools page, just a little friendlier to look at, but it'll give you some recent posts, kind of the engagement that it's gotten, some analytics on the backside. Over here, you have your content library. So it'll just give you more details. You can sort, which is really cool. So you can look at just videos that you've done live. You can look at all of your published posts, all of your scheduled ones, all of your drafts. I mean, it's really kind of a cool dashboard for everything that you have going on. You can also do stories up here. And I don't have mine turned on, but if you wanted to, just turn it on and activate it, and you can create your own stories in here too. Which is pretty cool. Stories show up. I don't know if you guys, for some of you who might not know, stories are these things up here. So like if I added a story, like yesterday we had one for Grow, Thrive, Inspire. If you click on it, it might not let me look at it. It might be gone now. But if you click on somebody's, these are what stories look like. So just in case you don't know what those are, it just kind of gives you an Instagram type feel on Facebook. So just throwing up additional content that only people can see when they click on your story. So that's how you can create stories in here. It gives you some more options, just different things that you can do, clip series, videos that you can look at, maybe create playlists on your page. I haven't messed too much with that, but you definitely can. Insights, again, getting into those statistics, your inbox, monetization, and creative tools. In your creative tools, I mean, it gives you a lot of things to get started. I wouldn't mess too much with it because it's a lot of just linking to different platforms. Like say you were gaming, you could link your game stream, different stuff like that. I wouldn't mess with any of that. You guys probably won't need it. I do want to show you sound collection though under here, because this is all approved non-copyrighted sounds that you can use within your posts or on your page. So if you're ever looking for different sound effects or different sounds, you can come in here and play around with these. You can download them and use them in your graphics, or maybe upload them to Canva or whatever, or you can just sort, go through them, find different things. They also have a sound effects tab. So you have full songs and then sound effects. Same thing, you can find one that you like, download it, and add it to anything that you're kind of creating. So I did think that was really cool. But anyway, so we're just going to post something. And again, I tried to do this because I got to schedule something anyway. So I wanted to show you guys kind of start to finish what that looked like. So again, just go to your dashboard, hit post something. It's going to bring this over here. And we're going to do our Valentine's Day post for this weekend. So I just uploaded, I hit share photo. And it brings up my computer thing. I find the photo that I'm looking for, or whatever content that you guys are wanting to do. You can also do videos, live video. You can tag a feeling or activity. So like if you're traveling somewhere, it'll say, we're traveling to wherever. If you're eating something, it just gives a little bit more depth to your post for more engagement. You can check into somewhere. So when you check into somewhere that's like a local location, like it'll say, Grow, Thrive, Inspires at Walmart. If you wanted to check in at Walmart, just tell people where you are. You can get messages that'll kind of give like a call to action on the bottom of your post to show people to click on it to hopefully message you. So if you wanted to do that, you could. There's just a lot of different really cool things that you can do. You can actually do a support nonprofit too. So you can pick a fundraiser and link it to your post, and people can donate to that fundraiser even. So these are all just extra things that you can do while you're posting. Feel free to mess around with them and everything, but I just wanted to point some of those out too. Similar to when you create a post live and you're just posting right there, same features here. So we're just going to do this post. Type. Another thing I wanted to tell you guys too, some of you guys probably follow a lot of what I do on Facebook. And if you follow me, you'll know that I use a lot of emojis in my post. And that's because I'm pretty sure the last time I checked the stat, if you use emojis in your post, it actually bumps your level of engagement by usually about 15%. So if you use emojis, people are more apt to, it's more apt to catch their eye. So you can definitely spark more interest by just throwing different emojis in there. The other reason why I use emojis too is they're so versatile. Like you can use them to be funny, you can use them to make a point, you can use them to drive a point further. So I just use a lot of emojis. You don't have to, but it definitely makes your content a little bit more eye-catching. So just a fun fact, if you guys didn't know that, emojis are helpful. So anyway, that's pretty much what I'm going to do with this post, just wishing people a happy Valentine's Day on our page. And then I'm ready to schedule it. So when you get it how you want it and you're ready to schedule it, I'm just going to come down here where it says publish. And instead of clicking publish, I'm going to click this drop down arrow and I'm going to hit schedule. So then I get to just select my date and my time. I usually do 7 to 11. Any time are good times. I think 11 is really a peak time for Facebook. So just fun fact on that as well. Your post to stop showing in these videos. You can also do this and pick a day for that post to drop off your page as well. So once you schedule it for publication, you can also schedule a time for it to fall completely off your page too, if you want. I don't know anybody that does that, but I'm sure that you guys could probably get creative and think about when you wanted it to fall off, maybe to repost later. I don't know. So anyway, once you put your date and time in there, just hit schedule. And it should, if you go back to your publishing page and go back to your scheduled post, it should be there. Just a way to double check yourself. Yep, and now you can see that it's there and it's going to go live at 7 a.m. So that's kind of how you post through your Creator Studio. The last thing I wanted to show you in here too is you'll see up here it has an Instagram icon. I don't have mine for this particular page connected, but if you wanted to connect your Instagram, you could hit connect your account and link both of them together. What's really cool about that is like when you go to your inbox, you can respond to not only direct messages, but any comments or newsfeed comments that people are interacting with your posts with. You can see a lot of those in here and also on your Instagram. So it's kind of a one-stop shop to respond and reply or maybe create for both platforms. So that's what's really cool about that Creative Studio. Yeah, Gene, what's up?
So if you connect your Instagram, will it share the post also from Facebook to your Instagram?
Yeah, you can pick and choose. It
does now?
Yeah, if you want it to share it to both places, maybe you want your post to go on your business page, but maybe on your Instagram story, something like it'll give you a lot of those features to do both of those.
Excellent. Yeah, because I know they took it away, but now they're coming back with this.
Yeah, they're coming back with it. And I think it's because Facebook and Google really partnered with Instagram. So they want to make it a one-stop shop, which is why they're going all in on these new studio platforms. So
excellent.
Yeah. Let's see. What else did I miss? I guess I could show you too. If you have like a published post over here, that's kind of in your library, and say like I had a video. I gotta figure out the right way to do this. Hold on. Here's a video library. Here we go. Okay, so like say that I wanted to repost a video as a new post. So like I shared a video a while back. Let me find one. And I wanted to take this video, but I wanted to repurpose it for another post. You don't have to re-download and re-upload that video. You can come over here on your ellipsis and you can click on create post with video. And it'll give you the option to create a brand new post with that existing video. So I thought that was a really cool feature too that I wanted to be sure to share with you guys. So that way you don't have to take time and just keep downloading things and uploading things. You can just do a quick capture and redo it from there. So that's pretty cool too. Does that make sense? You guys have any more questions on scheduling posts or stories or the studio at all?
Will this be available to rewatch?
Yes, I will upload it on YouTube as soon as the recording's done processing, and we will have it up there for you guys.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If you guys have any problems with Facebook, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to take a look at something and try to help you guys schedule or whatever you need. So awesome. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for coming.